it over. Instead of like gently putting it in her hands, I just drop it onto her arm.
Yeah, it's quite heavy. Um, you're able to hold it, but it's sort of just hard for you to like swing it about, Valeria. But you identify it, and you find out it's a woodcutter's axe, and very useful against plants.
Oh.
Ooh.
Great.
Rennie will look at me like, I mean, at least it's magical.
Yes,
But
if you want to take up wood cutting after our adventure, then it will be useful.
I
Gardening.
mean, yeah. I think the only harmful plant, or at least plant capable of harm, was that sunflower warrior we met.
The dandelion knight.
Yeah, I don't recall ever fighting other plant-like beasts around here.
It's useful if you want to break a door down, I suppose.
I guess. I mean, at least it's a little bit better than my sword, so I'll hold on to it for now.
Might as well.
My father's gonna love seeing this.
You have the tree problem.
Well, more than fact, just magic. We don't get many magical items in forests.
You get a lot of trees. Seems perfect for the job, by the way.
Valeria's like pursing her lips, trying not to say anything to Irenia and her family.
God, she remembers the frog.
Is this door wooden?
Oh well, so you go to this place. This is actually a tower that is on the side of this garden.
Oh yeah,
And
the name will stand out.
Yeah, the stairs go 10 feet up from the garden floor, and you can see the door is humongous. Like it's 10 feet high. I said humongous. I exaggerated. It's unlocked, so if you try to open it, you'd be able to open it easily. But on the, it is made of, it's probably made like the other doors, made of metal of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, this one made of metal, but the plaque on top of it is made of bronze, and it reads envy.
That's interesting.
There seems to be a theme.
I guess perhaps we need something with envy, like we have this object of wrath.
Wait. Valeria's gonna run off and go back to that the creature before that was playing the pan flute.
Mhm.
And she is gonna take the
I think he's pan flute.
not his pan flute. I'm gonna take the thing he offered us, the water.
Okay. Yeah, the water
skin. And then she's just going to grab it, not say anything, and go back.
Yeah. I mean, he offered it to you anyway, so he doesn't pay any mind.
Yeah. I run raised an eyebrow. Where do you want her off to?
Well, so far we have seen wrath and envy. I believe there's a theme.
Okay. So what you get that might be useful?
I had a feeling that perhaps this is something we might need. Can I take... And she's going to take a drink of the water skin.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh.
Is it water or wine?
Definitely water.
I think
is there anything on the skin?
No, it's a normal water skin.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I don't know if there's something in there we can offer it a gift. If you want to give it water.
Perhaps. Or perhaps I was wrong. Let's see.
Oh my. You admitted it. How rare.
You suppose our party guests are prideful or lazy?
All right, I guess I'll open the door, see what's inside.
Yeah, you open the door. You see that this tower doesn't have a roof. Oak trees
Ah.
fill the interior. Rays of light cut through the canopy, illuminating a marble pedestal that stands at ground level, swathed in tree roots. And on the pedestal stands a hulking lion, seemingly made out of iron, and flicking its tail in irritation. It says, "You can call us Envy."
Oh, um, greetings, Envy. I am Irenia, and these are my companions.
It continues to stare.
Um, are you are you in service to the palace? Do you reside here?
It says, "I have been summoned. I demand your obedience, and I command you to kneel before us."
Okay. Do I get the feeling like it's hostile towards us, or is it just asking for respect?
You can do insight.
Yeah, I'll try. Oh, it's a 6.
I'm also slightly curious.
Yeah, if you can do insight as well.
Oop.
I will try. No, we're all very, very bad.
We are terrible
Yeah.
today.
It's very hard to tell his intentions or their intentions, but either way, it speaks in a very commanding voice.
Okay, Valeria, Irene will take a step forward and just trying to, hoping that its thing's not hostile, will just kneel in front of it and say, "I offer my respect to you, Envy.
It nods.
We mean no offense."
Seems pretty content after you do that, but then it looks to Valeria and Rasa.
I'm glaring at Valeria like battle.
She's
Like,
like
Neil.
visibly grinding her teeth in irritation. You have an
You-
interesting name, Lion. May I ask who gave it to you?
So you do not bow?
She's like halfway between.
Okay. And you, Rasa?
I'm following Ironia's lead. Sorry, not Ironia's, Valeria's lead.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not going to bow to someone unless everyone else is happy with it.
Okay.
Irene's like looking a bit unsure, like, oh boy.
It sort of doesn't say anything still, as you've half bowed. It says, "I will not answer unless you give the proper respect, or else you can leave."
I looked at everyone. Just do it for now. It's asking for kneeling. It's not asking us to serve it.
Is it a king? Yeah, are you royalty, Lion?
I'm gonna kick Valeria's leg and should force her to kneel.
Sure. I guess that could be like a contested check since Valeria doesn't want to go on the ground, like a contested athletics.
Okay.
Oh gosh, and I have to do like a
Athletics.
athletics check or like a
Athletic-
dexterity
I guess
check?
yeah, you can do like acrobatics since you're just trying to dodge it, maybe.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
I could have never beat 24 anyways.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you end up on the.
I just kick her in the leg, just force her to kneel, and I put my hand on her back just to keep her there. And I look to Ross and I say, "Wow, like kneel."
I do like a overly elaborate flourishing of the hand, whirling there. If you've seen Red Dwarf, it's like Ace Rimmer's salute, but not nearly as long.
Yes.
And then I finish off with a bow. It's not the deepest bow. It's sort of cross between a bow and a curtsy off to the side, and then I'll say, "Very pleased to meet you, Envy."
And at that point, Envy begins to answer. We and our counterpart were created as a pair to protect the gardens from intruders in Zabilna's absence. Our presence here means that our mistress is gone. Where? We do not know.
Believe she has been imprisoned by the three hags. No,
The Hourglass Coven.
indeed. We were actually here to try and free her of said imprisonment.
Then
after
we will
having taken out the hags.
we will stay once you complete your task.
Stay in the castle. I'm not certain what my plans are afterwards. We are traveling with, I guess we introduced four. Well, I'll say four or somewhere else. And we'll just say I'm traveling with the daughter or granddaughter?
Daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter of Albina, in fact. I imagine she'll want to stay, if no one else.
Envy then says, for any visitors to this palace, you are supposed to remain in the garden until Zabilna herself will grant you an audience. But it is not our responsibility to protect you.
Okay.
I assure you, we don't need your protection. You talk as if there is more than one of you. Who is your partner?
Envy says, well, there is us, Envy, and the other, Wrath. Yeah, that's all Envy says.
Oh, that's actually great. Where is your counterpart?
On the other side, somewhere in this garden, most likely. We were summoned at the same time.
Oh, well, good. Actually, we may ask you about this. We found a crown of silver needles. It spoke something to my head, and once we solved the little riddle it gave me, I think it belongs to Wrath. And I'll show the needle crown.
Yeah, when you show the crown, it's Envy says, yes, Zabilna created the crown as a key, so that guests can use it to reach certain areas of the palace in her absence. You see, a security measure has been placed. The crown has two forms, one made of silver needles as you see it now, and the other of golden roses. To transform the crown into its gold form, it must be placed on the brow of the correct guardian. Which of us, Envy or Wrath, is the correct guardian? We cannot say.
Oh, well, we know it's Wrath.
Envy does not nod or shake their head, but just continues. but be warned. Placing it on the incorrect guardian will banish that guardian to a demi-plane along with the crown.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I understand that you are guardians of this place, but were you ever summoned before? Or have you just been stuck here for a while?
This is the first time we have been summoned.
Sorry, I'll rephrase my question. Have you been here a long time, or did you just appear as we entered?
We have been here for quite a long time, I would say.
Say, do you detect others who come here?
Not in an innate sense, but we can hear, we can see if others arrive.
With intel we have good reason to suspect that possibly two, but at least one group called the League of Malevolence is inside the palace. And this group might mean harm to Sibilna.
No such group has approached me as of yet.
They have approached your partner, Roth.
Perhaps, but I have not been in contact with Roth since arriving.
I say, we know there are powerful spellcasters amongst them, including the hags. Could the palace be breached through teleportation or other magical means?
At its current state, it can. When Zybilna was here, it could not.
I see. Again, thank you for allowing us to have this information, Envy, and I'll kneel again to it. Before me and my companions head off to find your counterpart, are there any defenses or beings we should be cautious of in the palace?
I do not know what is taking place inside the palace. I've only been here this whole time.
Okay. Again, thank you for allowing us to have this information. And I'll stand up from kneeling and get ready to just start heading out.
Yes, let's go find his partner.
Yeah, let's find Raph. Okay. I mean, I'm a bit interested why, out of all things, it had to be a crown and it was in the middle of just a random pond as this failsafe to get in.
Would Roth willingly divest themselves of the crown, or would the only way it would be without him? Would that only be because of foul play?
Okay.
Is this a tower too, or
It is.
or did
but
we miss? Okay.
You don't see any stairs. The only thing you see is there's this catwalk over here. That's about 10 feet higher than you are. So, oh no, that's not 10 feet. That's quite high. Like 20,
Is it?
20 feet. Like this is like
Okay.
this catwalk.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm just gonna get towards the wall, and I'm gonna cast. Well, not cast, but I'm gonna activate my Giant's Might. So I've grown to a large. I'll grow up to 10 feet,
Sure.
and I'll just sort of I'll motion everyone to hop onto my hand as I'll try to tuck them up there.
Yeah. So anyone that tries to climb it off you, what's your high jump? It's like half your strength score or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna check.
I'm just going to fly up using Steps of Night.
Sure.
Damn.
Yeah, you get up there easily.
As Rasmus flies out, I just when I get to Valeria, do you want me just to chuck you up there?
If we must. But be
All right.
gentle.
Sure. And I won't throw her too hard, but I'll definitely throw a bit of strength. I'll throw her up.
Yeah, you can roll athletics to see if you get her up.
Okay. Oh God. 15.
I think you get advantage because of the
Oh,
strength.
oh, that's right. Yes, because it's a strength check. Sorry. Let's try again. Flex. Oh.
Ah, nice. Yeah, you pass. You both get up there, right on the wall, on the catwalk, I should say, and you're 20 feet up. And when you're left on the ground, though.
And I guess I'll try to jump up and just climb up myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do another athletics for yourself.
Yep. All right. Let's do this. Just finish on. Gotta be quick before this runs out. All right. 23.
Yeah, that's enough as well. You probably like make a hole in the wall itself so that you can use it as a launching point.
I'm just like kicking into it, like just climb up. Yeah. Just as I probably reach onto the catwalk, I shrink down, running out of my giant form. All right. Well, that worked.
Yeah, you see a door to the south that connects to this tower that's identical to the one that you just came from. And there's also
All
doors to the
right.
north that lead somewhere.
Well, let's meet this other guardian so we can get this crown to them. And then I guess we'll examine the other door once we complete this task.
Um, so
I just turned to Valeria, seeing her walk off, like, really?
Just merely curious.
the door to the south is also unlocked, so you can easily open it if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll push on the doors again and just see what's inside.
Is there a plaque above them like the other ones?
Oh yeah, there is. It says Wrath in common.
This one here?
Yeah, to the south.
What about the north one?
To the north, there's no plaque to identify the room.
Well, I believe we're going in the right direction.
Hmm. All right. And I'll open the doors and I'll just say, we greet you, Raph.
Yeah, you open the door. Inside is it's full of hawthorns. At the heart of the thicket is a hart or a male deer. And it's made of iron atop a marble pedestal like Envy was. Pulling at the ground angrily, and it says, "We are Wrath."
I'll kneel in front of it, saying, yes, greetings, Raph. We have come to, with the crown of silver needles. We were told that the guardian who is meant to possess it might change it to a crown of golden roses, and we believe it may be you.
It says, "You are correct. I command you kneel before me, before anything else."
I'll look to Valeria and Rasa again.
But like sighs a little bit and rubs his head, and then does the same little. He doesn't do the full elaborate thing, just a little half curtsy, half bow movement.
Yeah, Valeria will kneel, but it's very lackluster.
Yeah. Wrath nods and says, he gives you the same speech that Envy does in terms of, one of us is the right one, put it the wrong one, you'll banish us to a demi-plane. It says, if you wish to place it on me, you may.
It has your name on it.
It nods.
Does that make it yours?
What was that, sorry?
Does that make it yours?
It might. It might make it Envy's as well.
Rasa, are you questioning my abilities?
No.
Then we are
Fully believe
correct.
We
This
know
is
everything.
his.
Everything we know is correct. I'm just not certain.
Yeah.
Would you wear
You were
a crown
told.
that said Valyria on it? Actually, that. Don't answer that. It's just a thought. It seems almost too simple. And the envy of one may indeed drive one to emulate others.
Yes. Before I do, we were told by Envy that the crown is a bit of a safety measure by Sabuna. Will it allow us access into the palace?
There are certain doors which require unlocking by placing the crown on one of us. But
Oh,
it will only unlock one set of doors at a time, depending on who you put on.
oh, so after it transforms to the Golden Rose, we'd have to switch it between the two of you.
Yes.
It's not. I assumed it was a once and done thing. This makes the puzzle slightly less risky.
Yes. I am aware of you both have said your relationship between the two of you. We are here to help Sabina. We have on good authority that she is in danger and currently frozen with not pleasant forces. The League of Malevolence, a group of mortals who, as the name would imply, don't have great intentions, as well as Endlin, the current only survivor of the Hourglass Coven, may have returned to the palace to maybe finish off Sabina. I ask that if it is not too much, that once the crown is completed, we are able to switch it between the two of you to hopefully find Sabina and prevent the League or Endlin from getting to her.
You can do a persuasion.
Yep, I will definitely try that. I will use my inspiration for this. Please. Well, no, I tried.
Yeah, Wrath says, I will do it, but in exchange for something.
You need
a basket of berries picked from the palace garden.
Why would you need berries?
I am curious on the taste.
Oh.
Have we seen berries somewhere?
It's far and few. It might take you an hour to collect them.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
curious, Roth. What do you think of your partner, Envy?
Well, there is probably a reason we are separated.
And why is that?
We do not necessarily get along.
Why?
I mean, one's a lion, one's a deer.
I
They don't exactly. What?
Rat says, "It is just in our nature."
One is envious and the other possesses the base violence necessary to cause harm with said envy.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure the fact that one's in the form of a predator, one's in the form of a prey animal helps that as well.
But not the right ones.
Do you believe that envy is envious of you?
Rat says, "I do not think envy is capable of anything."
Of being envious or of doing anything about it.
Both.
And you? Do you feel envy?
No, just hatred, wrath.
Hatred of
Okay.
envy or
All right. We will. Maybe we'll come back with the berries. That way, once we place the crown upon you, we can take it. You're fine with any kind of berries?
Yes, one basketful.
Okay. Sorry if this is rude to say, but do you, by any chance, have baskets in your tower?
He kicks over a conveniently placed basket at the base of his marble pedestal.
Oh. Huh. Yeah. Lorena will just walk over and just grab it. We will be back very soon.
Okay.
Okay, that was. I'll just close the door behind me before I speak, just so we're out of earshot of it.
Sure.
Well, interesting choice of guardians. I'm not sure having guardians that hate each other is the best method of security, but
well, at least
what do
they're
I know?
helping each other.
I do not wish to go collect berries. I believe we should try and go through this door.
I wasn't suggesting. I wasn't thinking that we would be the ones collecting berries.
We don't know what kind of fences the palace has. I don't think trying to force our way in is going to be the best thing.
We have to talk to some of our party guests down there. Let's see if we can get some of them to help us out with this menial task.
Can I open this door?
Or we
Yeah.
could just
You can. It seems like it's unlocked.
I'm gonna open it.
God.
Okay. Yeah, as Raza, you're suggesting that plan. Valeria opens the door.
Oh no.
Inside, you see it's some sort of quarters because in this candle lit room, you see that there are tables, dressers, bunks for at least 5 people. 5 goblins are frozen, just like in the middle of this room. And for a second, you saw like this really thin humanoid, but then it like went under the bed.
moved under there, or just disappeared and reappeared underneath the bed.
Moved is one way to put it. Like slithered, sort of like a snake, but also a shadow.
Lovely. I like snakes and shadows.
Alright, I'll just keep a hand close to her axe. Is anyone here?
There's no reply. Flora's with you. She would say, "Oh, this is the servants' quarters."
Oh.
Did you say there were 5 beds?
Yeah. Oh, there
Let's
should
see
be
4,
5 beds.
but
Oh, no.
just
5 goblins. 4 beds. Yeah.
gotcha.
Okay.
Don't be scared. We're not here to harm you. Which is very ironic coming from Valeria because she's like very evil stepmother look, but
Yeah.
We
Uh,
are indeed friends of Silvana.
yeah. You can choose who does it, but you can do a persuasion check.
I'll let it for me.
I'm decently good at them. Moderately.
yeah,
No, we are not rolling well today.
I know, right?
Out from under the bed, this, like the humanoid that you saw earlier, Valeria, as you entered, it's completely flat now. But it just crawls out, like as flat as a shadow from the bed. You are here to save the mistress?
Yes.
So,
He lights up when he sees Flora, and he says, "You have returned.
Oh.
But who are you?" He looks at the 3 of you.
We are
helpful.
Lara's companions. Friends.
I am Thinnings, the butler of this palace.
Okay.
What are you?
He says, "What am I? I am
Yeah.
a butler."
No, you're you're not very human in looks.
No, I am Faye.
And what kind of fae?
A butler Faye.
I'll just ask what pay someone is.
What are you?
I am a human.
And I am a Faye.
All right.
He and Rasa have very similar jackets.
Yeah. They're doing a similar theme there.
Well,
I
what can you do to help us? We are trying to find our way into the palace, but we need to place this crown onto the correct creature. We believe that it should go on Roth. Do you agree?
I do not know. I have not seen this crown before.
What do you know?
I have been in this palace the whole time. Except for the moment it was sent. It was frozen in time.
huh.
I know the layout of this palace, so I can take you from room to room.
Oh. Wonderful. Before that, we are aware there might be at least 2 groups of people here. Do you know where the League of Benevolence, its members, are in this palace?
Yes. They were the ones, along with the Hourglass Coven, that neutralized the Archfey Zybilna. They now guard the cauldron that was used to freeze the palace. Only 3 of them are here presently, but they are not always in the same place.
I think so they don't always stay together. We learned that to, I guess, stop the effects of the cauldron, we need to have a flaming sword. Did any of the members possess one? We know someone called Warduke has one. Have you seen the sword?
He looks in shock. You want to destroy it?
Well, that's the only way to apparently stop the effect.
He says, that is one way, though I do not know if Zybilna will be happy with that. The other way is to touch it with a unicorn horn. And
Are you? Ah.
and speaking the owner's true name.
Oh boy. Okay.
But I believe we gave that unicorn horn back to its owner.
Okay, so that method. Okay, wait. Could a unicorn with the horn themselves touch it and recite the name? Would it have the same effect?
Perhaps.
That unicorn
Fuck.
refused to come with us.
One of
There-
them.
There's no benefit in helping them. We
They
saved
helped
its life.
us.
How? They did not give us anything in return.
Information. We learned about this place, what might be here. We learned what is happening. We learned about the cauldron.
Do you know how much a unicorn horn is in Waterdeep? How much I could have sold that for?
You always go back and get it.
No, don't encourage you to get the corn back.
Thinning says, worry not. The League of Malevolence, they are currently searching for a horn that they have lost here in the palace. Perhaps
Oh.
you can find it before them.
Yes. Just out of curiosity, have you seen the member of the league who has the flaming sword? If we have to deal with him, I'd like to know beforehand what I had to face.
I have not seen anyone take out a flaming sword so far. If you want, we can try to spy on them. There is one in full armor that holds a sword, but when I saw him, it was not a flame.
I see. I think if we are to do that, one thing I would ask, and if it's too much, I don't wish to pry, but we know, at least amongst the group, there is a powerful spellcaster, and we believe that the last of the Hourglass Coven, Andalyn, may have returned here after we almost defeated her. We have killed her sisters. She's the only one left of the Hourglass Coven.
I have not seen any of the Hourglass Coven for some time, but to be fair, I have been trying to avoid being caught and have spent the last week around this area.
Yeah. Is there any sort of location with magical equipment we could use to gear ourselves up before we encounter them? I'm not sure how powerful the League of Malevolence are, but any sort of edge we could gain against Andalyn would be helpful.
He thinks, and he says, well, we can go to the armory. It is upstairs, however. So we would have to pass by a couple of rooms to get to the stairs.
Okay. Very well then. I think stay safe here for now. We were told that we need the crown to enter certain places of the palace, so we'll get it done, and then we shall return.
Sorry, I got the location wrong. He doesn't say upstairs. He says it's on this floor, but to get there you need to pass by the Jabberwock.
Oh. Wait, it's inside the palace?
Yes, it broke through somehow, created a large hole, and now guards the very cauldron that needs to be used to free everyone.
Why would it stay near the cauldron?
I'm unsure, but perhaps it is a good source of warmth.
I guess. Um, we were told we have information from Flora and some other people that the Jabberwock fears a certain type of creature and that there was supposedly an exceptional version of that creature here. Do you know where that is?
Yes, the Great Owl. Now that one is upstairs at the aviary.
Okay. Can we get upstairs without encountering the Jabberwock?
Let me check. We can. We just have to find a way to get past uh, the Fomorian
Yeah,
that is.
sounds far less formidable.
She currently has taken residence in the dining hall.
Oh, okay. Can she be reasoned with, or is she hostile?
I have been stealthing, trying to get past her. I do not know. She sort of came here uninvited. So
Ah,
you would have to find out yourself. Sorry, I said upstairs again.
okay.
It's on this floor.
Right, if I'm wrong, but Formolians are, well, giant creatures, are they not?
Indeed.
Oh, wait, you're thinking.
It's just a thought.
I
Obviously
guess
not
we could always ask.
effective, but if she is amendable, I might name drop.
I mean, if it serves the purpose, I'm still not keen on being I don't know, finding a partner. I'm not. I don't enjoy being matchmaker.
I mean, we're just setting them up on a date. We're not.
I'm pretty sure the Cyclops was very much intended to be true love.
Yeah, I don't think the Cyclops knows what he wants.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. All right, so that's a plan. Stay safe for now. We'll complete the task we need to do for the Guardians to get the crown. We'll come back and we'll try to deal with the Fomorian.
Sure. There is a way to get to the armory without passing the Jabberwock, but you would need to go outside and come back in on the west side of this palace.
Okay. All right. I think we'll think about it, but we'll we'll be back. And also, I'd like to have a word with my party just outside. All right. I'll just sort of huddle over one end and say, okay, so we have a butler, someone who is probably more trustworthy than the warlock we have captured here with us. I say, to make sure the League of Malevolence doesn't have any more members to fuck us over, we her and just trust him. Them. Whatever they are. The warlock's only going to be a liability.
I don't really care what happens to the Warlock. We can toss her out for all I care.
All right. Valeria?
I agree with you. And Rasa? I do not care for the warlock.
Good. All right, let's get this crown business done. We'll try to ask the people in the garden to help us collect the berries and hopefully get this underway.
I have some ideas on how I might engage with the hobnobs.
All right. Let's see. I'll walk outside the door and seeing how far down we have to go back. Let me check my inventory. Do I have anything that could be useful for this?
I have some rope. We can tie it around a crenellation and
Okay.
move it down as we please.
Yeah. All right.
Mandatory 50 feet of hempen rope that every adventurer has.
Sure.
All right. I think just to make sure it's a bit more stable, because I don't know if there's like anything we can tie it to on the wall itself. Is there anything I can tie it to?
There's crenellations.
Yeah,
So I
there's
assume you can
crenellations.
tie
Oh,
them there.
All right. Good. I'll just tie it tightly on the on the wall and just get ready to propel down.
Yeah, it's easy enough. And was there anything you're going to do in the garden besides look for berries?
I was going to go get the assistance of the party guests to
Okay.
look at the berries. Because Valeria has said, and I agree, that I don't really want to be mucking through bushes for berries.
Okay, sure. What do you say to them? And you can do a persuasion roll.
So I'm gonna go up to them and say, friends, please, how are you enjoying yourselves at this time? Now I'm just going to make small talk. I'm going to phrase it like it's a fun game that I've just come up with. I've noticed there are some interesting berries throughout the garden. And they're somewhat hidden. We could see a game who can collect the most berries in, say,
Ooh, a bit of
5
fun.
bit of fun. I'm not going to say, yeah, hey, please fill up this basket of berries for us, idiots. So I'm sort of framing it more like a deception, if that makes sense.
Sure. Good.
If you'll allow me that. There we are.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yes, let's go. And they'll start racing about. It does take an hour for them to collect the berries, though. And
Alright.
even at the end of that, it's like they didn't even care about the quality of berries. It's pretty much the lowest quality of berries that you can get.
Well, it's berries
I mean-
from the garden. It was exactly what was asked for.
Yeah, I mean, it's a living statue or thing, so I don't think it would be too bothered by freshness. I mean, unless the statues of the Feylands have taste buds.
Well, I don't think statues normally move either, or talk.
I don't know. Some things have either been too specific or not specific enough. It's one of the two.
We have the berries. That's all that was asked for and all that was needed. If it
All
doesn't
right.
happen, we've fulfilled our end of the bargain. And he knows
All
not.
right.
They know not to ask for berries in the future.
All right. Well, I start heading back. I'll just wave at the pie. Thank you for the assistance. Maybe we'll play another game soon. I guess.
Oh, yes, please.
I'll just start walking away across the like. I don't like how carefree they are. You'd think they'd at least ask questions like, "Why did we ask for berries? Like, what are we going to use them for if we're taking them away?"
They are incredibly bored. Anything to break up the monotony.
I mean, they could do stuff. They could look around, investigate like we did, not sit around for fucking ages.
But they know if they wait long enough, and they can wait long enough in the Feywild. At some point, surely, the winner must appear. And, unless we all horribly die, they're right.
I don't know. I'd rather be doing something than nothing at all.
I've lived an eventful life. Sometimes you just want to stop and smell the roses.
Yes. Well, let's hope that he's not a picky eater. And I'll push the doors towards Brass Tower.
Yeah, Rat says you have returned to us.
Yes, we have, and we have come with the basket of berries that you requested. And I'll place them down next to it. Should I place the crown on you first before I take it away? After I eat the berries.
He looks at the berries. Says, "It is acceptable. You may place the crown on me."
Okay. And I'll just carefully just place it on top of its head and just take a few steps back.
Yeah. It placed on his head, it immediately turns from silver needles into a crown of golden roses.
Perfect.
And he stays bowed. He says, "You may take it in exchange for these berries."
All right. Thank you. And I'll just pick it up. Well, it's certainly a beautiful crown.
Yeah. He says, "Very well."
Okay. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the berries. Actually, I'm just asking this out of curiosity. Can you taste?
He does not answer.
Okay, understood. Just quickly walk out with the crown. I think I may have offended it, or at least it didn't reply. But I feel like I offended it.
You must kneel for it to answer questions.
I think that was more just a greeting formality, not something we do every time. It answered me when I asked about the crown before I got the berries. But yeah. I mean, I'm not wrong for being curious about that, right? I mean, it's a living statue thing. You don't see that every day.
This is the Feywild. We've seen many things that I did not think we would see.
Yes, and I have many questions. Frankly, too many. Okay. All right. Penny, we have returned, and we have the crown.
Well done.
Yes.
Where will you go now?
I guess. Well, we made a deal with a Cyclops to have him meet another giant, and since you've mentioned there's a Fomorian here, we might try to talk to them and hopefully. I can't believe I'm saying this. Set them up to meet this Cyclops.
Okay. Interesting idea.
I mean, it's at least something to try. If not, we'll just kill them.
Very much secondary to our actual goals here.
Do you want me to lead you to the dining room?
Yes, please do. I don't know. Do we have anything here that we could maybe try to offer to Fomorian not to attack us on sight?
Thinning says anything that the Fomorian would want, I think, has to be edible. Considering it took precedence in the dining room.
Okay. I'll take out one of the few bottles of wine, elven wine we've got, and just hold in my hands. Hopefully it likes elven wine. Yeah, hopefully it does, or else I'm not sure what else we could give it.
I guess one way to find out.
Indeed.
Thinning starts heading to the north and opens the door.
Right.
Inside this place, you can see that it is actually the kitchen. There is an 8-foot tall, 3-foot diameter cake that stands here.
Oh.
And there's also a stove and assortment of mismatched cupboards and work tables. 8 frozen pixies are in midair around the cake, each wearing a chef's hat and a flour-stained apron. 6 of the pixies are squeezing cloth tubes with icing coming out of them, and the others have crimson candles. Thick creepers, though, with broad leaves, encroach on the kitchen through a partially open door, and the roots stretch across the floor around the table.
Okay.
Oh, and also there's rats
You said?
frozen
Oh.
in time that lie on top of the small table here.
Like dead rats or just living rats?
They are alive, but they are frozen.
Yeah.
Thinning says those are used to feed the great owl, Bloody
Oh.
Beak.
Are they in a cage or something?
Yeah, they'd be on a cage. They wouldn't be
Okay.
just set free in this kitchen.
Yeah. Anything
Does he eat them alive?
or something?
I think that's
Does the
part.
cake look finished?
Is there what?
Does the cake look finished? Like where are they up to?
They're still applying the icing, but it's like the base and everything is finished.
Hmm.
I wonder if filling in the design of the icing would be enough to break their curse.
I'm not sure. But if we're going to meet the Great Owl for do the Jabberwock, we may as well try to hold on to one of these. I mean, frozen rats. To feed it. Does it normally get fed many or just one at a time? That was funny.
It's I guess it depends on its mood. Sometimes it only needs one because it just plays around with it for a while. But if it's really hungry, it'll eat all 3.
Okay. I'll come back to the rats since they're not going anywhere. But if you lead us to where the owl is, I think we'll come back here to bring it its meal.
Sure. He then walks over to this door, but he does not open it. This is where the Formona is.
Okay. Well. Okay. We'll see how things go. If you hear fighting, just stay back. We should be fine. But hopefully we can just talk to them. Okay.
He does stand back.
Yeah. All right. I'll hold on to. I've held on one. I just look to everyone else. We ready for this?
Oh, before you open the door, you see through this broken wall that there is a large beanstalk that leads up somewhere.
Oh. I mean, we could try to climb up that, but if we at least try to deal with the Formorian, we get one less thing to worry about here. Plus, I'd rather not deal with the rage of a Cyclops if we ever see them again.
I'm not overly concerned about the Cyclops, but let's keep with what we were doing.
Right.
Okay.
confuse ourselves with strange paths and twisty little passages.
So you open a door.
Okay. Yep. I'll push on the door and see inside.
Yeah, you look inside. There are paintings of fey creatures and the mounted heads of
Oh.
majestic elk with golden horns decorated on the walls of this dining hall. In the middle of the hall is a deformed giant. So probably
Oh.
here. And the table is full of food, piled with food, and the grease-stained tablecloth is tucked under the giant's skin as she washes down mouthfuls of food and a gulp from a barrel of beer. A tea cart is in one corner of the banquet hall, which has an iron kettle and steaming soup. You have not been noticed yet, unless you make a move, I guess.
Didn't we have to find like someone for some guy to love?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
needed to,
Giant
like,
for the
hear?
Cyclops. Yeah. I guess this is
I'll go
Can't
try and
this.
pronounce that.
This is his lady love.
God. Help us. Okay. I guess we'll. I guess I will announce our presence because I think I was intending to talk to them. I'll say, hello and greetings.
She turns to you with her mouth full, and as she speaks, the food is just like landing on your faces. She says, "You have cake that Kellic promised me, 8 tiers high, lit with blood
what?
red candles, icing white as snow."
No, we are not with Kellic. We are here on another matter from a person who has much interest in meeting you.
I don't care. Leave now. Come back with cake.
I have wine if you want.
What is cake compared to love?
I look at Valeria like, really?
She says, "I love cake."
I mean,
Spirit. Why don't you two go and try and finish that cake, and I'll entertain our guest here with this tea cart and what remains on it.
okay.
But I'm just going to go over to this tea cart and say it has like soup on it or stuff like that.
Yeah, soup and iron kettle.
All right, I'm just gonna like wheel it over to her. Say, please, the cake will be coming shortly. We're just here to provide some additional refreshments while you wait.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you don't even have to roll it over because as soon as you tap it, it just rolls over by itself.
oh,
Yeah, and it starts setting out all the utensils and cups and everything like flying through the air as though it expects you to sit down.
For multiple people, or just for me and the floor, right?
The spoon on the cart, it pops up, stands up, and it says, "Hello, I am Demitis, your head waiter. I believe a light supper of tea and soup is in order."
Please, we have a guest here from Holian who wishes to sample your work, or perhaps a bit more than sample, but
Demitis says, "Very well," and starts using itself to serve the soup.
Russell looks on a little bemused. And also like awkwardly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now that it's being done for me.
As he serves the soup and the tea, he says, he compliments you on your appearance. He says, "You are quite a fresh looking face."
Thank you. It is indeed rather new.
He says, I see. And yeah, he serves you tea and soup. The Fomorian has it in like less than a gulp, really. It's just a sip for her.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. I guess me and Valeria will try to finish the cake.
Yeah, that only probably takes 10 minutes.
Yeah. The table that the rats were on, was it just like a normal table or was it like a moving table? Because I don't think the cake's able to be moved from where it was. It's like a 8 foot tall cake.
Yeah, you would have to carry it. Yeah, the table has no wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. All right. Don't want to hug up this cake. When things go bad. Uh. Hmm. Is there anything like looking around that we could use to try to at least keep the cake stable to when we move it?
The ones with the rats, the table with the rats does have wheels.
Oh, perfect. All right, I'll just walk over and just as an experiment, because I'm not sure how things will interact. I'll touch one of the rats to see if it does anything.
You're able to move it, but it does not react to anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just tuck them all away from the table. And I'll just stop gluing the table over to the cake.
Sure.
I'm not gonna bother washing it. I don't think the Fomorian's gonna notice that the rats are on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The cake itself is like 100 pounds, but that's more than that's way less than your limit, so you can transfer it easily.
Alright, I'll just flip it over and I'll just look to Valeria. You're gonna help me push this.
I'm just gonna conjure a mage hand and instruct it to help push the cake
I punch it.
free.
No, you.
You have your brawn, and I have my brain, Irenia.
Yeah. The mage hand doesn't really do anything to push it. So it's mostly Irenia. But you can bring it over very easily.
She
Yeah,
knows
I'm just-
that. It can, like, I think that, yeah, it can't really do much, but she knows that, but it's just the illusion that she's helping somehow.
Yeah.
Like you're
you're
not really exerting any effort and all the weights on someone else. You just sort of put your hands there.
Yeah, it's there. It's the illusion of support.
Before you take it back, Rasa, do you do anything with the soup and the tea?
Ensuring the soup keeps coming, I'm sort of made a guess here that it's a self-refilling soup pot, seeing as it hasn't been already eaten by the giant.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, I'm making sure there is an endless supply of soup going into the giant's belly. I'm also in between its mouthfuls, trying to make small talk. I'm asking, you enjoy cake then? What other delicacies do you enjoy? How do you feel about honey? We know someone who's a beekeeper. I'm trying to get in at that angle.
Okay. Yeah. Try. Ooh, what would that be? It's like a talking. Like, just do a charisma check
Yeah, sure.
and see if it gets through to her.
I've got this is an extra +1 because the stone good luck applies to all checks. So a 7, so much better. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my inspiration for this.
Huzzah!
Yeah, it goes one ear out the other. She's just concentrating on the food and the soup.
Butler is, I assume, completely soaked in just spittle and soup. At
Yeah, and just food gunk.
He is silently fuming.
But the spoon will talk to you, seeing as you're not being answered to. The spoon says, "You know, this Dub Forgale here, the name of this Fomorian, she came not long after the bearded man with a nasty disposition took over the palace.
Yeah.
He's the one that has been feeding her."
We're here to. I speak quietly so the giant doesn't hear me. I assume she's too busy eating to really pay attention. I'll just say we are here to restore this palace as Urbana's command, but we're just trying to gather information, put out to commission certain allies that the current occupants of the palace may have planted here to thwart us.
It's well, most of anyone that could help you would include Thinnings the butler. There is also a librarian named Sean. But otherwise, everyone else is frozen.
Do you know how they became frozen, or how we might unfreeze them? Is restoring Salvina the only way?
I do not know how they were frozen. But it did not affect me somehow. That's all I know.
Maybe your physical nature was such that you were excluded from the curse.
Perhaps.
The butler is also similarly free.
Yes. Thinnings must have not either has a similar attribute to me, or someone was avoided in another way.
They do look particularly unique. I'm not quite certain I've seen their like before. Just maybe the unusual, the non-common has been left out of the conditions of this curse.
If you wish to study it more closely, you can find them in the main hall, banquet hall, which is just outside the store to the
How much
to the
larger
west.
is the banquet?
This is just the dining hall. The banquet hall is a bigger place.
This is indeed a palace of wonders.
And yeah, that's when the others would come back.
Thank you for helping Thunder. We hope to not keep her here for too much longer.
Oh, of course.
I guess that's Renius pushing the cake. The cake is ready for consumption.
Dub for Gale says, gimme, cake.
I step in front of the cake. Hold on a second. You're going to listen to me for a sec.
Huh?
Okay. You can have this cake, but there's one thing you got to listen to me about. Okay? You can eat all the cake you want. There's a Cyclops we have met who is lonely, and he would like to meet another fellow giant. If you eat this cake, we would ask you to meet him. He is a beekeeper, which means if you like sweets and also drinking, he can make you as much honey, sweets, and drinks as you would like. How does that sound?
Do a persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, discuss. Oh, no. Man, I am. Yeah, I already saw a matchmaker.
I mean, she says yes, like yes. Give me cake. But you can tell that
Oh. He didn't
she's
really mean it.
she's not into it or anything. She's saying
No.
whatever to get the cake.
Ah. You know what? We tried.
You could always
They're
tell
eating the cake,
Cyclops
so-
to come here, I suppose.
I mean, I'm not sure if that'd be the greatest idea. I think if the Jabberwock was flying around and saw a giant on its way here, it'd probably eat the giant.
To be fair, we don't want the Fomorian to stay here too much longer, so we'll simply tell the Cyclops that the Fomorian can be found about in the Feywild somewhere.
Hmm.
Or we just leave the Cyclops on read.
Yeah, we just never go back to Yon.
It was a ghastly place.
Yeah, that is very fair. All right, let's go quickly. I'm not sure how long that cake's gonna keep them occupied.
Yes, I shall go fetch that strange little man. Thinnings is his name. Thinnings.
Thinnings, yeah.
Yes.
Thinnings looks at the eating Fomorian and says, "Oh, they'll keep her occupied for a few hours."
Jesus.
And he heads towards the north door. But we might pause the session there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. I reckon we can finish it next session. Like, if we decide to just do it a bit longer, I don't know if that's viable for everyone.
I think I could do a bit longer for next
Yeah.
session.
Might
Yeah,
be
that's
another
fine with
hour
me.
without issue.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So likely next session is our last one, but we'll see.
Oh, good.
I swear, if that water skin is of no use, like Valeria's like questioning her abilities right now.
Of course it's-
I mean, I think it is. I think it's just an ordinary water skin. I think he just was cursed to see water as wine for whatever reason.
I think he's just an idiot.
I mean, that too. He could just be an idiot.
That's what she was thinking. And then I thought, what if he is not an idiot?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to go back
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, it's definitely an idea. I was fully on board with the theme. Except now I think maybe there are just two of the sins in those two.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. At first I thought, oh, we have to find all 7 sins to open the door, but
I thought the
There's
Gus
just three
people
now.
were like sloth. Pretty
Yeah,
easy.
sloth,
yeah.
envy.
Gluttony,
He's
satiety.
got any.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. I love to think about things in the garden.
Which I don't know, that theme like paints a very nasty picture for what Sibylna is, because that's like, oh, that's very dark themes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I heard an interview in Ref, I was like, oh, is this that's interesting names for an archfey.
Before
We
we
will see.
leave,
yes.
let's do a vote for inspiration. I think only Valeria has it, right?
Yeah, I
Uh,
haven't.
Yeah, so it's me and Rasa who used ours today.
Yeah. So any nominations?
I don't know. I don't mind Rasa getting it. I've always been more just the one role I stick with. I don't mind continuing that.
Yeah, I don't mind who gets it.
Or you guys could just roll a dice, and whoever gets highest can have
Alright.
it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll roll a d20.
I've rolled very poorly today, so surely I'm going to roll very well now.
11. Let's
No,
see.
I'm not.
Jinxed it.
All right. It goes to Irenia.
Alright. Right, but today was not a good day for rolls.
Yeah,
No.
right? I even got a 0. How is that
Oh my
possible?
gosh.
That's your one. But yeah, I feel like unless it was something like an action, anything like talking wise, we just failed miserably today.
Yeah, I don't think we're a very like charismatic group either. Like
No,
I
except for
think it
Flora.
I think it makes sense, like roleplay wise, that
Yeah, we're,
talking wise, they're all really bad at it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
basically have threatened everyone we've met who's shown any sort of obstacle to our path.
He's got a good charisma, but the only skill he's good at is deception.
Mm,
Isn't always applicable. Flora, I think, has more of the persuady stuff. But
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no,
Good stuff.
no, but it's gonna be interesting. I do fully intend once we get like Kaylee back. I know that Flora blew one low, but the moment we get the chance to, I'm going to rush back and kill that warlock. They've outlived their usefulness. We have someone who's willing and is on our side.
Okay.
I made it very clear the moment that she lost her usefulness, she was dead.
We can still keep her to lure the orc out. She's like his girlfriend or something.
Hmm. She's connected to quite a few of them.
Yeah. I think we should use her for, I don't know, it sounds bad, but like as a hostage.
Yeah,
I think I already can get behind that.
she just wants to be an actress now.
But she's terrible at screenwriter. So
I mean, I don't know. They chose her play. I mean, unless the others were that bad, they just chose the new one.
maybe it was like a nepotism sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not on merit.
Okay. Well, shit. We know the travel walks inside the palace. That fucks up our plans a fair bit.
Yeah, we'll basically need to get the fire sword thing and then immediately get to the thing without being killed by the Jabberwock. We can't mess around
Yes,
until we have the fire sword.
and hope the Great Owl doesn't try to attack us as well.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of plans. A lot of things to work out.
Let's see how it goes. Hope everyone has a good new year. And
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
yeah, stay safe.
We'll see you next year.
It's
Okay,
everyone.
see you next
See
week.
you next year.
See you next year.
Bye.
Bye.